Meaningful books for today's Christian.
All Americans need to realize and understand the real threat of radical Islamists. This problem will not go away by itself. Now, we have released a new book, an essential book by Dr. Richard Booker titled Radical Islam's War Against Israel, Christianity, and the West. This book will show you the difference between the God of the Quran and the God of the Bible. It will show you the plan that Islamist terrorists in the United States have right now. And there's so much more I can't even mention. But let's watch as Dr. Booker teaches in a seminar where he talks about these issues.
I'm Richard Booker, and I have a question for you. Do you know where you were on 9/11? Now, every American understands what I mean by that question, and most Americans can tell where they were and what they were doing when they heard about the attack against the World Trade Center buildings. As an author of over 30 books, there's none that I've written more important and more relevant than my latest book, Radical Islam's War Against Israel, Christianity, and the West. Whether you're Christian, Jewish, or secular, I can't think of a more important book to understand our world today and for you personally than the subject of this book. You see, our Judeo-Christian heritage and our American way of life is at stake. In my book, I use extensive documentation and detailed explanations of the radical Islamic vision to destroy Israel, Western Europe, and America, and subject all of us to Islamic rule. Now, this is not an anti-Arab book. God loves all people groups the same. It's a book about the goal of radical Islam, radical Muslim leaders to turn America into an Islamic nation governed not by our Constitution that guarantees our freedoms, but by Islamic law. It is the goal of Muslim leaders that America become the United States of Islam, one nation under Allah. Now listen to some of the comments by radical Muslim leaders. My dream is that the USA will become an Islamic nation by the year 2000. Well, that dream was a little bit ambitious, but Muslim leaders are confident they will conquer America and destroy our way of life. As one Muslim leader has said, thanks to your democratic laws, we will invade you. Thanks to our religious laws, we will dominate you. Here's another comment. By the year 2020, we should have an American Muslim president of the United States. Are you ready to live under that, my friends? Here's another comment. Take my word, if 6 to 8 million Muslims unite in America, the country will come to us. Now, one more. In the next 50 years, we will capture the Western world for Islam. We have the men to do it, we have the money to do it, and above all, we are already doing it. Friends, it's vital that we understand that Esau's ancient hatred against Jacob is not limited to the Jewish people and the modern state of Israel. Muslims consider both Christians and Jews as people of the book. Their end-time theology teaches that both Jews and Christians will be completely destroyed and Islam will rule the world. Their belief is summarized in their cry of jihad. Today we fight the Saturday people, that is the Jewish people. Tomorrow we fight the Sunday people, that is the Christians. It's imperative that Christians understand Islamic theology as it relates to Christianity as well as to Jews and Israel. Our future and destiny depends on it, and that's why I have written this book. In my book, you will learn about the Islamic invasion of America and the West. You will learn about the beliefs and practices of Islam. There's a very important chapter on Arabian worship prior to the time of Muhammad and how Muhammad incorporated the pre-Islamic worship of the Babylonian moon god Allah into his new religion. This is followed by a chapter on the life of Muhammad himself.
The best weapon we have is knowledge. Christians and Jews alike need this book to help them with a course of action, the only way to preserve their heritage that they have come to love and respect. Radical Islam's war against Israel, Christianity, and the West is available toll-free or at the Destiny Image website, both on the screen. It's also available at your favorite online booksource, also at bookstores everywhere. Radical Islam's War Against the West. It's a book you need to have.
Speaking to the purposes of God for this generation and generations to come.